Here we go then. Final 17.5 seconds. Here's Rafael towards Jay, who's blocked by Ortiz. That's a final deserving of another 10 minutes. Miguel. Here's Lozano. Ortiz! Oh, what a way to win the World Cup that would have been. Just too high. Thrown out by Thiago. The header away, and that is it. For the third successive time in a World Cup meeting between these two teams, extra time is required. 2-2 in the 2004 semi-final, Spain winning on penalties. 2-2 in the 2008 final 4 years ago, Brazil winning on penalties. And in the 2012 Futsal World Cup final, it is again Spain 2, Brazil 2. A fantastic match, which will have 10 minutes more to decide the destination of the World Cup. In a World Cup final, 35-year-old Falcao. And that is his parting shot at a World Cup. Well, what a present of a memory he's left us with that strike. There may be more to come, of course. 5 minutes each way, extra time. But that does not bring us a winner, and it will be a penalty shootout again between these two for the third successive World Cup. There is nothing to choose between these two nations. First met back in 1989 in the group stages. Brazil comfortable winners 4-1, as they were 4 years later in the semi-final. 96 they first met in the World Cup final. Brazil won that one 6-4 in a really open game. And 4 years later, Spain gained their revenge, defeating Brazil 4-3 to end Brazil's run as world champions. And then 4 years later, Spain retained the title. After beating Brazil in the semi-final on penalties, they defeated Italy in the first all-European final. And 4 years ago, Brazil gaining revenge by beating Spain in that final. So we're ready to go. Huamark Arena being treated to an extra 10 minutes. It will be Brazil to get the first period of extra time underway. Sometimes when matches are billed as classics, they don't always live up to expectations. This one most definitely has, particularly in the second half. 5 minutes each way then. If we are level at the end of that, it will be a penalty shootout. We're away. That time by Ortiz, quickly taken by Vinicius to Ari. Made in by Ari again. It's dropped here for Rafael. No foul. I think Lin was concerned he'd stepped across him. There's Lin again. He was lucky to get that back from Ari. Now Vinicius. Here's Ari. Oh, Falcao was in space. Ari been able just to thread the ball through. Ari. Here's Vinicius. Now, we haven't needed a penalty shootout so far at this World Cup. Italy beating Portugal in extra time, Brazil beating Argentina in extra time. The semi-finals decided in the regulation 40. There's Lin. Him out. Lin again. Faced by Falcao. Falcao getting the block. Lin almost got it back again. So the last World Cup match to go to penalties was the final 4 years ago between these two in Brazil. Falcao. Here's Ari. Falcao. Rafael. Falcao. Lovely flick to Vinicius. Now Rafael. It's to the roar of the fans when Falcao does his tricks. Final touch off Torres, but it's a bright start to the first period from Brazil. Falcao to Vinicius. Falcao again. Here's Ari. Falcao. Spain have some possession with Alamau. Torres. Goes for goal. Blocked away by Vinicius. Alamau. Short to Ortiz. To the Spanish corner. Both teams have led in this final, which was the only difference to 4 years ago. Brazil twice led on the 2-2 draw before going to penalties. Ortiz. It's well wide. First half dominance that Spain enjoyed, certainly not in evidence now. Vinicius. Much more even in the second half. Brazil slightly edging the possession after the break. It's Lozano. Here's Ortiz. They do win the World Cup. That moment when Marcos Serrato decided to fly the goalkeeper with 4 and a bit minutes to go proved pivotal. Brought about the Brazilian equaliser from Falcao. Kike. Fernandao. Gathered by Thiago. And now at the other end it's Falcao. Just couldn't get the second touch. And well gathered by Juanjo Miguel. Vinicius. Here's Ari. Simi. Neto. And now getting the block in. They know how dangerous Neto can be from distance. A strike that opened the scoring in this final. Clipped in by Ari. Lozano. Challenge on Neto, who's put it behind for a corner. Two teams have produced wonderful entertainment like this. It's a real shame that one of them has to lose. Harsh reality, though, of top-level sport. It can just be that one moment that makes all the difference. Be it a piece of genius or a piece of fortune. Spain hoping for some fortune here from this corner. Kike. Thanks for Lozano. Now Kike is in a good position here. Well blocked by Neto. You have to work so hard in this sport to close down the space and avoid being punished. Just over a minute left. First period. Kike again. Fernandao is in there. Lozano comes short. Lozano leaves it, and the shot from Miguel is well gathered by Thiago. Fernandao. Miguel. in doubt. Miguel goes for goal. Good save. Really good save from Thiago. Suddenly up the pace to the left, Miguel shifted in and that was on its way. Really good block from Thiago. Harry. Simi. Straight at one hook. Game for Spain. Final seconds of the first period. Brazil, I think, have slightly edged it. Run by Lozano, though. He's given it away now. Vinicius lays it off. Brazil with everybody back now, though. There's still a chance for Brazil. And they got away with that. Neto unable to produce what he did before in the second half. Fernandao. Last chance of this first period of extra time, and Kike happy to see the clock down. And it remains Spain 2, Brazil 2. And now we have just 5 minutes to decide it before the dreaded penalty shootout. That's how we stand. Neto putting Brazil in front, Torres with the equaliser, Aicardo putting Spain ahead, and the legend that is Falcao with the equaliser for Brazil. 5 minutes away from the World Cup being decided by penalties for the second time in succession. Prior to 4 years ago, the final had never even gone to extra time. Really is nothing to choose between Spain and Brazil. Spain have more titles because they were more familiar with futsal in the early days. Here's Kike. Now Miguel. Kike. Sport that is the basis of so much success at the 11-a-side game for both Spain and Brazil. No wonder they're the masters at it, but the rest of the world is catching up, but there's still an awfully long way to go. The ability on display in this final has just been sensational. Kike. Gabriel. Neto. Rafael.